Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. First up, we will need some ground chicken. I like some stuff that's like 90-10 or 92-8. If you get the 99% lean, it can be a little dry, but anyways, we'll deal with that later. Grab a couple tomatoes, some bag of shredded lettuce, and I know I never I never say to use pre-grated cheese, but in this case we're using some good quality stuff and it's just a lot simpler. And of course this is a little bit controversial, but as far as I'm concerned, if it counts as one thing you can pull off the grocery shelf, it counts as one ingredient for 5 and 25. So I'm grabbing a soft taco dinner kit. That's going to allow us to have seasoning, taco shells, and taco sauce all with one quote-unquote ingredient. Come find me afterwards if that ticks you off. Anyways, we'll grab our tortilla, lay it down, grab a couple ounces of ground chicken, and spread that out, leaving a little bit of an exterior edge, maybe about a ½ inch or so. We don't want to push it all the way to the edges or overstuff the tacos. Next up, I'll grab that taco seasoning packet and put it into a bowl. Grab a spoon and just shake that taco seasoning over our taco. Of course, we have to reserve, plenty for the extra tacos, so I'm going to say use maybe ½ a tablespoon or so per taco. You should get about 8 tacos from 1 pound of ground beef. Once you've liberally seasoned your taco meat, go ahead and add some olive oil to a skillet over medium to medium-high heat. Lay that taco down with the meat side facing down. Give it a little press to make sure everything makes good contact with the skillet. You can swirl it around a little bit so that seasoning gets evenly distributed over the meat. And as this cooks on that first side for 2 to 3 minutes, those edges will pick up a little bit of that oil and seasoning and get nice and crispy crunchy. After about 3 to 4 minutes, that meat should be mostly cooked through. We'll go ahead and give it a flip. Make sure plenty of that oil gets absorbed into the bottom of that tortilla. It's going to get nice and crispy. We'll just lay down a little bit of cheese. Optionally, you can lid this up for a couple minutes to help that cheese melt. And there you go. You have a beautiful smashed chicken taco. We'll go ahead and squeeze over some of that taco sauce from our store-bought packet. I diced up those tomatoes after removing the pulp and juice. We'll add down a generous handful of that shredded lettuce, and that is one beautiful smashed chicken taco. You could of course do this with ground beef if you want, but sometimes you're looking for a little leaner option or a way to work more chicken into your diet, and this is a great way to do that. I think my favorite thing about these is the texture of that shell. It absolutely is so much more flavorful and crunchy than your average soft taco shell. And if you were worried about that chicken getting cooked through, I promise you it will. Just give it 3 to 4 minutes on that first side and some low and slow heat on the back while that shell toasts. Obviously top this up with whatever you'd like. I think you'll enjoy it on your next Taco Tuesday or taco night in general. Thanks so much for watching, and now it's your turn to go make this, or at the very least, go make something delicious.